everyone, my name is Joshua Sanchez. We're here at the Dallas Kennedy Aquarium. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a quick change of the UV sterilizer bulb. First, I would like to let you guys know that the model of the UV sterilizer, here we have two of them. Our SOP is going to be specifically for underneath tropical community tank. However, this process will be exactly the same for our weave tank over on the side for that UV sterilizer. I'd like to also mention too that our SOP is going to be specifically on changing out the bulb of the UV sterilizer, not the quartz sleeve. We will be mentioning the quartz sleeve. However, for any specific information, please refer to the SOP about that. Real quick, just for the water flow of the UV sterilizer, it comes from the end of the sump from over there through here, and then it goes down, enters the sterilizer, goes across, and it comes up. And we got the 3 bypass valves right here, over here, and then all here on the side, in case you need to take out the quartz sleeve. For the first step, all we really need to do is come over here. We have the UV sterilizer plug. First step would just be to simply unplug this. Okay. So the next step will be unscrewing out the Davis connector. This gives a watertight seal around the electrical cable and helps prevent the actual cable to be twisted whenever you're actually taking out the transformer cap. So we're going to start off with this, and then the transformer cap. And you're all good. Now with the caps are taken off, we can go ahead and take out the UV bulb. I do want to preface though that the bulb might be hot, so you might need to let it cool for a few minutes, and to also not touch the actual glass part of the bulb itself. There's the small blue part you can hold on to. So we're going to go ahead and take out the bulb carefully and slowly. Try not to have it get scratched against the quartz sleeve. Here we go. And then we got the plug right here. So we're going to go ahead and actually unplug the bulb. Okay, that's unplugged. Now that it's unplugged and taken out, we can go ahead and examine it for any damages. If not, then we can go ahead and clean it. But if it is damaged and needs to be replaced, we can go ahead and dispose of it. And if it is broken and needs to be disposed of, give it to staff for proper disposal.
And right here we have the bulb inside the UV sterilizer, and I'm going to quickly show you guys how to wipe it down. One important thing to note is to not touch the actual glass part of the rod, and you want to keep your hands on the outside blue part so that way you don't get any fingerprints or oils from your hands onto the rod, which could cause some damage. So right here we have some oxidation, and we're just going to briefly wipe that down with some DI water. And then after spraying the towel with DI water, we're now going to just briefly wipe down glass, and then we're gonna put it back in.
After cleaning the bulb, you put a paper towel in to check for any leaks or water in the sleeve. You're just gonna feed it into the sleeve, and then wait a few minutes and check if it's dry. After a few minutes, it's time to take out the paper and see if it's dry. If it's wet, that means that there's a leak or crack, and that means to notify staff. Here, it's nice and dry, so we're all good to go and put the bulb back in.
Now that it's cleaned and ready to be replaced, let's actually make sure that it is of the proper wattage. This bulb specifically is 25 watts. We need to make sure that it is the proper wattage. Otherwise, if it's too low, that could cause the bulb to break. And if it's too high, that means the bulb would just not work at all. It wouldn't have any power. So now the right wattage. Here we got the plug. Make sure that the actual plug-in is of the right orientation, like so. Plug it back in. And now we're ready to put it back inside the sterilizer. Before I put it back in, I'm just going to do one more quick wipe down of the bulb, just to make sure that there are no more fingerprints or skin oils. Otherwise, that could cause hot spots and damage the bulb. So now I'm just going to put it back in slowly and carefully. Go. Take the cap. It is also sometimes recommended to put more Teflon tape on the actual threads before you screw it back on. So now it's going to screw on the transformer cap. And now the Davis connector. nice, tight, and snug. Now, final step would be to plug in the sterilizer to turn it on. There we go. So to check to make sure that it is on, you'll see a very faint blue glow, and that indicates that the actual bulb is lit. And with that, the last step would be cleaning up the area that you were just in, and then you would be all done. So congratulations, and thank you so much for watching.